After being freed from Pharaoh's oppression, the Israelites embarked on their journey through the desert. However, liberating a people from slavery was not enough to make them a true nation. They needed divine guidance. Thus, God called Moses to receive revelation. He would be given the tablets and the commandments that he must deliver to his people. But before assuming this great responsibility, Moses had to prepare himself spiritually and physically. God commanded him to ascend Mount Sinai and fast for 30 days. We appointed for Moses 30 nights, and then we completed them with 10 more, so the appointed time of his Lord was 40 nights. Moses obeyed and began his fast. As days passed, his body weakened, but his heart grew stronger. Hunger and thirst detached him from worldly desires, strengthening his devotion to God. He spent his nights in prayer and prostration, and his days in contemplation. Through this, he purified himself from the temptations of his soul and truly grasped the weight of his responsibility. On the 30th day, he was troubled by the smell of his breath and wanted to cleanse himself before standing before God. As he reached for a miswak to clean his teeth, God called out to him, "O Moses, the scent of your fasting mouth is more pleasing to me than the fragrance of musk." At that moment, Moses grasped the deeper meaning of fasting. It was not just physical abstinence, but a journey of submission in which the body weakens, but the soul is strengthened. Then God commanded him to fast for 10 more days, completing the period to 40 days. Moses accepted without hesitation and continued his worship. At the end of the 40 days, God gave him the tablets, a guidance for the Israelites, a law for their lives. Now Moses would return to his people not only with his own words, but with the direct commandments of God. "O Moses, I have chosen you above all people. I have granted you my revelation. Hold firmly to what I have given you and be among the grateful." Moses descended the mountain, carrying the weight of his divine mission. The 40 days of solitude and worship were coming to an end. However, in the valley below, his people had already failed the test of patience. Despite leaving them in the care of his brother Aaron, they had gone astray. Samiri had melted their gold and shaped it into a calf, declaring, "This is your God and the God of Moses." Even after witnessing great miracles, such as the parting of the sea and the destruction of Pharaoh, the Israelites fell back into old habits and impatience. Aaron had warned them, but they nearly killed him. When Moses arrived and saw his people gathered around the golden calf, his anger burned. He threw down the tablets and cried out, "What an evil thing you have done in my absence! Have you so quickly abandoned the command of your Lord?" Turning to Aaron, he grabbed him by the collar. "Oh, Aaron, why did you not stop them?" Aaron pleaded. "Oh, son of my mother, do not seize me by my beard or my hair. The people overpowered me and nearly killed me." Moses realized his brother's helplessness and his anger subsided. He then confronted Samiri, demanding an explanation, but Samiri showed no remorse. Moses cast him out from the community and turned to his people. You have failed this test. Repent to God and seek his forgiveness. Some repented, realizing their mistake. But Moses had learned a great lesson. No matter how mighty the miracles, without patience and loyalty, hearts can easily be led astray and promises forgotten. The true test was to hold firmly to God's command and always turn back to him.